Well, damn, it'd been nice if I added myself to the stream. No, I just went live, sweetheart. Just went live. I wasn't going to bother you because I figured you weren't feeling good, so you were laying down. Hey, Shug. Oh, okay. Oh, you're good. I went over to Nana's and got held up for a little bit talking to her. But I'm here. I'm here. Kitty, no, man, no, sir. Don't start, please. So what's up, everybody? What are y'all doing? You guys okay? Kitty, no, sir. You're good. I'm checking to see if anybody else is going to come in. You okay, OG? Still feeling bad? Ow. My fingers. OG, are you okay? What do you want, buddy? Ow. Oh, that's fun. Guess he got tired of waiting for dinner to get done. Oh.
Hey, what are you doing?
asked him what was wrong yesterday. He said life. I said, at 17?
He said what?
He said life. Can you please, I'd like you to eat.
I thought you were about to go. That's right.
I am done, but you said you wanted to take a shower first.
I'm ready to take a shower and take the clothes off. I figured if he was ready, I would just eat first.
Yeah, you guys are going to be, you guys want to laugh? I made homemade ranch dressing tonight.
Oh my God.
Homemade ranch dressing. I ate all my ice cream. I'm glad. Lungs hurt now. You better be careful and make sure that's not pneumonia.
Hell yeah, that shit ain't no joke.
You seen what I went through. If your lungs are, your chest is starting to hurt, you need to go get that checked out. Don't wait too long.
In your rib cage and shit like that. Hell yeah. The fluid starts putting pressure on your lungs.
Well, she didn't say what, she just said her chest was starting to hurt.
No, I'm just saying, but that's how it starts hurt like that. Sometimes you got fluid going on your lungs. I'm gonna take a shower, I guess.
I'm making your plate right now.
Oh.
CJ's is made, so I guess he doesn't want to eat. No, he's not out here, so he's not hungry.
Quit lying to yourself. Quit lying to yourself. I got up too fast.
You ain't got no brains. How are you lightheaded?
I'm
coming at you.
Your name is
Watch mouth.
I ain't saying nothing out the
Hello, gorgeous.
I don't feel gorgeous right now.
Oh, I know that comment that lady made is not still bothering you.
No, I just feel like shit.
Yeah, that's your
I kind of look like shit. I'm a little pale.
kid.
Jake said he'd go pick up Kay, and then he popped a beer open. I was like, so you're not going? He's like, oh, crap.
I
was like,
forgot.
it's okay. It's okay.
He's like, oh, shit, man.
But no, homemade ranch. Homemade ranch is the fucking best.
I've never made it before. I thought you had to have, like,
Oh.
and all this other crap.
It's so much better than that bottle crap.
I forgot that you put mayonnaise in it.
Yeah, I do
That's
the buttermilk.
Why I don't like ranch.
Oh, no, man. But I forget, you're a damn Yankee.
Oh, shut up. I'm an Italian.
No.
I like Italian.
When I was...
The dark Italian.
Yeah. No, when I was, like, middle school, we went to pick up my sisters that lived in Illinois. And we stopped somewhere, and I got chicken tenders, and I asked for ranch. They said, huh? I said, ranch? They said, what? I said, ranch dressing. They said, we don't have that. We got honey mustard. I was like, what the fuck?
Where was this?
Up in Illinois. Like, I guess it's not a staple to carry ranch up north.
I guess it would depend on what restaurant you went to, because a lot of, some restaurants don't have certain dressings. Like the dressing I like, it's hard to find anywhere. The kind of Italian I like, it's hard to find. And I figured it was Italian, they would sell it everywhere, but they don't. But your whole family is like a ranch. Ain't it? Here. I think her phone kind of went in and out. It does that a lot when I'm on the phone with her. Either that or she's just ignoring me. She's good at that too. Tastes good.
So what?
Is it good? But I made the rest of the hot ones for you. What are you doing, Cass?
Oh, hold on. My damn phone. I got a call and it messed it up. Hold on.
See, I told you.
Audio.
I told you it was her phone.
Okay, you there?
Yep. You
Now I can hear you. Okay. What?
No, I was asking my nephew if he wanted bacon bits. Because I made fried chicken salad. Instead of grilled chicken salad, it's fried chicken salad.
Oh man. Waterburger's got Wada chicken Cobb salad. Oh, I love it. They put strips of bacon on it. Oh, I always get extra chicken because it's the fried chicken patty. Oh, it's so good. I
Well, I'm
love
making
salad though.
the fried chicken strips. The real chicken breast strips.
Yeah.
That's what I'm making it with. And I made
I'm
my nephew's with he has spicy chicken, and me and Dan have regular.
I'm a snob when it comes to salads. So as crazy as it sounds, Chuck E. Cheese used to have the best salad bar. I know it sound and everything was fresh because when I worked there, I had to prep the shit. So everything was, I mean, it was. But you could put cottage cheese on your salad. That's awesome.
Pizza Hut has that on their salad bar. Cottage
See, we
cheese
don't
and
have
lettuce.
our Pizza Huts that had like dine-in and stuff have all closed. We don't have any of those anymore.
Yeah, we have like we have like the last few Pizza Huts that have dine-in still.
Yeah.
Because when I worked at Pizza Hut in 2017, they were talking about doing away with the dine-in, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So when the C hit, I figured they were gonna close all dine-in anyway, but they still have dine-in.
Yeah.
There's like 2 in my area, and the rest of them are either delivery or pickup.
I wish we still had it. Their pizza was so good when you went in and got it fresh. Oh, I loved it. Oh, okay. I told you I'd come up for a minute. I'm gonna hop down. I just pulled up to get Kay, but I will still be in chat.
All right, tell her I said hi.
All right. I will. Love your face.
Love your face.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So I don't think anybody's in here with me tonight. Well, it's still early. That way I still can stay live, get my hours, and do some research. Since it's just me. I wonder if anybody's heard from GTX. I haven't heard from him since Monday. Monday was the last time I heard from GTX when we got the verdict. You want any more chicken?
I don't really need the chicken. I don't really have nothing on myself so. The only complaint I got, which really is not a complaint, it's just a tip. Make the ranch good. That's what it is.
It called what I put in it is what it called for. I follow directions this time. I've never made
Ranch dressing.
ranch dressing except for when I worked at the restaurant. They use buttermilk, not milk. And it's called for regular milk. Baby, you want some more chicken or no? You want more chicken or no?
Bring it whatever you're getting just for this chicken. Don't cook it up.
It has to be cut up to go in your salad. I already started cutting the freezer.
Oh, I know one thing. I'm so good.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm so sorry. Who's here with me? Hi, Kai. Little diva. OG, I found some more hotline numbers. But yeah, I found some I found Sam SAMHSA, and then I found NOCOA and NCADD. I already put them in too. Well, I know. Hold on. That can't be right. Oh, that's right. One is 24/7. That's what it is. Oh, no, that's a different number. Oh, right there. There's the new 24/27. Up to there. So then you got NCADD, NOCA, NOCOA, and then I don't know what would be four. SAM, HSA. And oh yeah. And then like I said, the 24/27. Okay. So I added 3 new things today to the hotlines. The SAM, HSA, NOCOA, and NCADD. And we were looking at the Nightbot commands. I got to figure out how to get you in there. Oh, never mind. I did figure out. I need your channel names. Oh my lord, girl, there is so many different fucking things we can do with Nightbot. Oh my god. Sugar is our top chatter. All right. I can't figure it out. Yeah, I already knew about that. That was yesterday morning that came out. She goes to trial in like a week and a half. She's not going to get much of anything, but maybe a smack on the wrist, maybe some probation. She's not going to go to jail. Oh, I was like, what are you saying yay Shug for? I just realized because she's the top chatter of the week. I think this is her name. I'm not quite sure. I always call her Ada Fucci's mom. Oh, no, that's her name. Actually, no. That's a felony. I thought it was a misdemeanor. They did a remembrance for Tristan yesterday. What the hell?
Conversation or one phone call can make a difference in the life of a veteran going through a difficult time. For free 24/7 confidential support, call the Veterans Crisis Line or the
will need to prove and what evidence can be presented in her upcoming evidence tampering trial. Video appears to show Crystal Smith washing the jeans her son wore the night he killed his schoolmate, 13-year-old Tristan Bailey, in May of 2021. Just a few hours ago, a judge ruled that an expert's testimony will be permissible in court, in which they say it's possible Smith's washing of the jeans could have covered up DNA evidence. News for Jax reporter Ann Maxwell was in court today, and Tristan's family was also there.
Yeah, Joy, they're always here to show support for their lost daughter, their lost sister, wearing teal, which was her favorite color. Today actually marks the 2-year anniversary of Bailey's death. Now her killer has been sentenced to life in prison, and we could know the results of his mother's trial as soon as next Wednesday. Crystal Smith didn't speak when she appeared for a court hearing Tuesday, charged with tampering with evidence, a felony. According to her arrest warrant, this surveillance video shows her washing her son Aiden Fucci's blue jeans the night he murdered Tristan Bailey. The warrant says the jeans and the drain in the sink later tested positive for blood, but some samples taken from...
He might, Nana. I don't know right now. Right now he's eating his dinner, so when he's done, I'll ask him if he's going to come out and talk.
The jeans didn't show sufficient DNA evidence. Florida Department of Law Enforcement analyst Brooke Hoover previously testified that could be because the pants had been washed. She took the stand again today.
It's possible that they were washed, and that's why I'm not getting DNA results. It's possible it wasn't there at all to begin with.
Smith's defense attorney, Matt Kaczurgas, argued that's just a personal opinion rather than an expert opinion, and therefore the jury shouldn't hear it.
That's what the state's trying to do, is bootstrap what they consider a lay opinion under the guise of expert testimony to present it to the jury as such.
Judge Arlie Smith disagreed, deciding Hoover's testimony about the possibility DNA evidence had been washed away can be brought up at trial. The judge also considered a motion brought by the state asking that the defense be prevented from arguing that the state must prove Smith tampered with DNA results. Assistant State Attorney Jennifer Dutton said it doesn't matter if DNA evidence was actually destroyed or altered, because either way, Smith was trying to interfere with the case by washing the jeans.
What we're charging is that she altered those jeans. Period. It doesn't matter if she was successful or not successful.
The defense pushed back.
By granting the state's motion, you're denying the defense one of its viable theories of defense by arguing that whatever conduct occurred, it didn't impair the availability of this evidence.
The judge didn't end up making a decision on that motion Tuesday, saying he'd continue to take it under advisement. Criminal defense attorney Curtis Fallgetter, who is not associated with the case, says regardless of the outcome of today's hearing, he thinks the prosecution has a strong case against Crystal Smith.
That points out the obvious, is whether the DNA evidence or speculation, as they want to call it, or proof comes in, is somewhat irrelevant. If she's washing blood out, she's destroying evidence.
Jury selection for Smith's trial is expected to begin here on Monday, with the trial itself starting 2 days later. Or if it takes more than one to seat the jury, they will continue jury selection the following Monday. So this trial could end up being at least another week. Reporting live in St. Johns County, and Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.
Now, a new development in the trial of Crystal Smith, the mother of Aiden Fucci. She's charged with tampering with evidence after investigators say she washed her son's jeans hours after he murdered his schoolmate, 13-year-old Tristan Bailey. Smith's attorneys filed a motion to prevent a state DNA analyst from testifying at trial. News for Jax reporter Brianna Andrews is live. And Brianna, you spoke with an attorney about what this motion could mean for the trial going forward.
Mary, the defense is arguing that the swab taken by investigators does not contain sufficient DNA and should not be used as part of the state's testimony against Crystal Smith. I spoke with Randy Reed. He says even if the judge accepts the motion, this may not affect the state's ability to prove their case. Trial is set to begin in 2 weeks for Crystal Smith, and today her attorneys filed this new motion. It's a motion asking the judge to eliminate testimony from the FDLE analyst. In court, the analyst would testify about a DNA sample taken from the pants that investigators say
Whose parents were
Aiden Fucci
divorced?
wore the night of Tristan Bailey's murder.
Because they're making an argument
What are you talking
that
about?
some of the testimony that they expect for the analyst to make is speculative. They're going to use words like maybe and possibly. Whereas Daubert, which is the standard for this, requires a science basically to know.
According to investigators, Smith washed blood from her son's jeans
Ah!
hours after he killed Bailey.
Never mind,
This
I'll make
home
it. You ain't
surveillance
gonna make it.
video shows Smith
That way I
appearing
can
to
make it
wash
the way
something in
I
the sink
so
in
if
an
I
upstairs
I wanna
bathroom near
drink some,
Fucci's
I can.
room the night of the murder. I sat down with Randy Reed, an attorney
Yeah.
not affiliated with this
his
case.
dad, his
Reed
mom
says
and real
even
dad were
if the
divorced.
judge
Yeah.
approves the defense's motion,
The
the state can
dad,
still
the
find
stepdad
grounds
is
to
the,
prove their
his little
argument that
siblings.
Smith tampered with evidence.
In fact, it could be argued
Dad.
that the lack of the available evidence was because she, in fact, tampered with it. So it'll be very interesting to see how the judge rules on that.
Reap also says it is likely that the state has additional evidence stacked against Smith.
So we haven't tried the case yet, right? We haven't seen it, but it certainly looks like they have a large mountain of evidence to utilize, and this is just one part of it.
Jury selection is set for May 15th. Reap expects more challenges as the trial approaches. And within the next 2 weeks, Reap expects the defense to continue to file new motions. He calls this motion practice. It says he expects Smith's attorney to use this method to try to eliminate more items as we get closer to the trial. For now, reporting live, Brianna Andrews, Channel 4, the local station.
Happening today, the mother of a St. Johns County teenager convicted of killing a classmate 2 years ago today, expected in court this morning.
Yeah, Crystal Smith is charged with tampering with evidence. She's accused of washing her son's jeans after he killed 13-year-old Tristan Bailey. Smith's son, Aiden Fucci, was convicted of murder, you may remember, back in March, and is currently serving a life sentence. The Bailey family plans to spend today honoring Tristan. The community is invited to join them during a memorial that's scheduled for tonight. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker is joining us now live. And Marilyn, this year will be different.
Yes, and that's because they'll honor Bailey knowing her killer is behind bars. Like you said, there's more to be done in this case, but today is about honoring Bailey. The event tonight starts at 6:30 at Veterans Park in St. John's. There you can donate to the Tristan Bailey Memorial Foundation. Her family started that foundation in honor of her. Bailey was 13 years old, the youngest in her family, a competitive cheerleader and encouraging light for her teammates. We're told the family is hosting this remembrance gathering to help inspire smiles as great as her spirit. They've shared with us how they'll keep Bailey's legacy present in their lives.
The stories where she connected with other people, it was just a spark of seeing the good within people, being energized by it.
Those are the stories that we always hear.
This is not what I thought it was.
She connected with everyone at her school.
That's not what I thought it was. Well, welcome back, sweetheart. No, I found one. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. I keep spelling her name wrong. You going to bed? Please. Shug, I added some more hotline numbers to Nightbot today. What the hell?
Smiles as great as Tristan gathering in her honor. The community is invited to Veterans Park in St. Johns County to, quote, inspire smiles as great as Tristan's spirit. On your sides, Taylor Levick joins us live from the park.
This
And
is the one I was trying
Taylor,
to tell you
us,
about.
what you've been seeing tonight.
Well, the community has shown up
All
tonight
right.
in Tristan's honor. I just want to show you how many people have shown out to remember her. The Bailey family has invited the community out. They say this is a positive event. Obviously, you can hear the music blaring behind me. They say they want people to dance and have dance parties. A lot of people here in Tristan, strong shirts out. Again, like I said, the DJ is set up. Kona Ice is here. The Kona Ice has given the first a few hundred ices for free, and 30% of all the other products sold will be donated to the Tristan Bailey
I am too,
Memorial
considering
Fund.
you got an
There is a
hour
table
before your
for
husband gets
people
off
to
work.
purchase some shirts and
Normally, you're in
hoodies
bed
with
by now.
Tristan's face on them. There's teal ribbons. Everybody out here just having a good time in her honor. Now, this event is expected to last until 8:30 tonight, and this is at Veterans Park here in St. John. So, you new Tristan, if you want to come out here and with family and friends,
She's annoyed.
they'll be out here until around 8:30 tonight.
Her
Live in
husband
St.
was
Johns County, Taylor Levick.
her husband was supposed to go get her daughter tonight.
Okay, Taylor, thank
and she turned around and he cracked open a beer and she's like, well, I guess you're not going to get her, huh? And he was like, oh, shit. The poor baby got to go get her daughter.
May 5th is the day that's going to stick with the men and women of this police department their entire careers.
A monster. I mean, monster comes to mind.
Well, let me get
Somebody
that
with
off.
no soul.
Oh, I remember this one. I told her not to make her lungs are hurting. I told her she needs to take her ass to the doctor because that's what it started doing to me. Kitty, hush. I was going to look for something, and now I totally forgot what the fuck I was looking for. That's what I told her. Get your ass to the ER. Not even the ER. Go to her doctor. Her doctor can tell her the same shit. Oh, she just doesn't want to have to quit smoking. Has anybody heard from Kit? Yeah, we're gonna find out what happened with the judge and the and Lori's case today when the judge and the lawyers got together. Ugh. I know, that's what I was saying earlier. GT, I haven't heard from him, and that's unusual. But I haven't heard from him
It
since
is
Monday
Wednesday,
either.
the 10th of May, May 10th, 2023. 1 month ago today, I just realized it was April 10th when opening statements were made in this trial.
What I wanted to
And here we are 1 month later, and closing arguments will be held tomorrow. Kind of crazy. It feels like it went so fast in many ways, but in many ways, it feels like each day went
I was
on
looking
and
at
on
the
and on.
time, not the damn date.
And here we are. Here we are. Tomorrow at this time, could we have a verdict? That's the question. 2 days from now, could we have a verdict? Will we be here in a week still talking? Your guess is as good as mine. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and when you think the verdict will come down. And you know what? Give me a date and a time,
yesterday.
like an exact time when the verdict will be announced. That's what I want you to do. And maybe we'll go through once the verdict's done, we'll go through and we will find whoever guesses exactly right. If you guess the exact date and time, like May 12th at 2:58 p.m., and the verdict is read at May 12th, 2:58 p.m., I'll send you something, an East Idaho News shirt or something. So wherever you're watching, if you want, let me know when you think the verdict is going to come down. I'm jumping ahead of myself because the jury doesn't even have the case yet. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Jury instructions. Today was probably, no offense, the most boring day we've had in court. We were only in there about an hour and a half, but we learned a few things. This is what we were doing before. I got to the courthouse around 8:30, around 7:30, 8 o'clock. No. That is me in the middle. Our sketch artist drew the reporters waiting in the hall. You can see the producer from Court TV, Adrian, is there on my right. And then on the floor is Gigi from Pretty Lies and Alibis. And please don't be angry. I did offer her a chair, and there were chairs, but she was sitting on the floor. So we waited out in the hallway until about 1 o'clock, and that's when we went in the courtroom. This is the bailiff, one of the bailiffs.
For Friday around noon.
He's become known as Court Daddy. He's the one that gets up every morning and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, 3. Turn off your phones.
They're going to eat lunch.
Don't eat. Don't." One day he said, "If you have a lifesaver fetish, please unwrap all your lifesavers now so we don't hear crinkling." And I tweeted that, and it went crazy on Twitter. And then the next day he said, "I'm going to stick to my script because whenever I say something, you all tweet it." I don't know if he was talking about me or not, but that's him. This is the look at the jury box. So there's the prosecutor, Rob Wood. Jurors weren't there today, so it was empty. And you can see the bailiff there. And we have the jury box. There's a beautiful sketch of, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. A beautiful sketch of the courtroom, you could say. But that's how it looked today. There's Lori. She seemed tired today.
Well,
she seemed tired. Why. She had it wasn't really a hoodie, but it was like a long-sleeved kind of shirt. And there's Jim and John and the court reporter and the prosecution with Boyce.
I can't imagine
Here's the
why
beautiful
she
sketch
would
I
look
meant,
tired.
JJ and Tylee, that our sketch artist did. So there's the sketches from today. We're going to go over what was talked about and what was said. I do have to take a little personal moment here and say that in 2005, I was a senior in college, and I got an internship at KUTV2 News in Salt Lake City. And I would go down and I would work the evenings sometimes for the 10 o'clock news, and I would work during the day. And I would go with reporters, and they would do stories, and I would kind of shadow them. And sometimes I would say, "Hey, can I do a stand-up with to the camera and hold a microphone and talk about what I'm doing?" And they were all so nice. I love my internship. But there was one reporter in particular who I just loved. His name was Dan Rascone, and he was a phenomenal storyteller. And he could get people to talk to him like nobody else. People would say yes to Dan. Everybody knew him. Everywhere we went, people were like, "Dan, hey, Dan." And he wasn't afraid to do any type of story. He'd, get in somebody's face if he needed to in a nice way. And he'd do great features. And the guy's won every single award you can imagine. He just knows how to tell a story. So I've always looked up to him. And you won't believe this, but today he came to town and he interviewed me. How crazy is that? This is a guy that I grew up watching that I interned with, and he wanted to interview me about this case. So Dan, thank you very much. He is now working at KSL Television in Salt Lake City, and he's up here to cover the verdict, as are so many other people here in the media. So that's kind of what happened today. Well, let me tell you what happened today.
No,
so
I haven't been over there yet. I'll go look at him after I get off live.
We went in the courtroom, and the defense and the prosecution had spent the morning with the judge going through the jury instructions. We don't know what the instructions actually are. They haven't given them to us, at least verbatim, word for word. But we do know that there are 39. There's 39 instructions, and this is how it went. The judge sat on his bench, and he said, all right, instruction number 1, does the state have any opposition? Your Honor, we're fine with it. Does the defense? Your Honor, we object. Or Your Honor, we're fine with it. And then they would talk about what the objection was. Sometimes there were objections that Boyce thought were valid, and he would change them, but we don't actually know what the rules were. Or not the instructions. So tomorrow, after he went through all 39, and we talked about the ballot or the form that the jurors will get, where it spells out each of the charges, and they will mark guilty or not guilty. It's simple as that. It sounds like. We didn't actually see it, but we heard it described. Tomorrow, the jury will get all of this. So the judge went through all 39 instructions. Instruction number 26, there were several that there were no oppositions. There were several that the defense opposed. Several where they made minor tweaks to the wording. Tomorrow, the jury will show up and will be given these instructions. And it could be quite lengthy. And when I say that, I mean maybe an hour or two. But there's going to be detailed instruction. These are very serious charges. And then the prosecution will give a closing argument. This is their last chance to say what they need to say. The defense will then give a closing argument. The prosecution will then be able to get a rebuttal. Because the burden is on them, they get to speak twice. Normally, that rebuttal is shorter than their original closing argument. I'm going to be in there taking notes like I have every single day, so you can read it as it's happening. There's no cameras in at this point, but we will post the audio at the end of the day tomorrow, so you can hear that. Assuming we don't have a verdict and everything goes crazy, and we might wait a little bit on the audio till the next day, but we'll get it up as soon as we can. So that is what will happen tomorrow. Now,
she's probably listening while she drives.
Is there?
She had to go pick her daughter up.
Tell us the exact charges, and I think at
if
this
her
point
daughter
that
is allowing her
might
to
be
listen
helpful
anyway,
for all of us, because
her daughter will talk your ear off.
This is what the jury has to find beyond a reasonable doubt starting tomorrow. Some of you have asked, is there a time limitation on closing arguments? Could the defense take all day? Could they take 2 days? Could the prosecution go on and on and on? Sometimes in cases, the judge will set a time limit and say, you each get an hour or you each get 2 hours. We have not heard that in this case, if Boyce has said that. He may have told them privately. We just haven't heard it publicly. But as of now, I don't know of any time limit. I also don't know if, what time the jury will get the case. Are we going to have the jury instructions for about an hour in the morning, hour and a half, and then we take our morning break, and then they come back and prosecution does their closing argument, and then we go to lunch, and then we come back and the defense does their closing argument,
her
and then the prosecution does the rebuttal.
What, Wednesday or
and
Tuesday?
it's 3:00 and the jury goes, or does the judge send them home and Friday they come back? It's all to be determined tomorrow. A lot of stuff in the air. By the way, I do want to tell you, I know many of you were concerned that I did not get a ticket to be in the courtroom tomorrow. I will be in the courtroom tomorrow. So I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for your concern. There was a lot of demand today to get into the courtroom tomorrow, a lot of demand, and there are less seats because at the end, the victims have more rights to be there and more victims may be coming. So I should be good, but so many of you wrote concerned that I didn't have a ticket to get in the courtroom, but but I'm good. I'm good. I'll be there. I'll be there for you. Okay, so let's go through this indictment quickly. And this was filed. Here we go. You can see it on your screen.
As experts in online education, Purdue University Global gives you all the flex you need to balance school, work, and life. This is 100% online to fit.
Chad Daybell. So there will be some modifications here because they've taken out Chad's name. It's now Lori. He still faces the same charges, but not in this case. So Chad Daybell and Lori and Vallow are accused by the grand jury of Fremont County by this indictment as follows. Count 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft by deception, a felony,
and they have to
up
be over
to
21.
life in prison. That is, first-degree murder could actually get death penalty, but not in this case. So some of you are wondering what's the maximum penalty. On this one, it's life in prison. The defendants, Chad Guy Daybell, Lori Noreen Vallow, and Alex Cox, and other co-conspirators, both known and unknown. They have not said who those others are.
Look at that.
On or about between the dates of October 26, 2018, and continuing until January 15th, 2020 in the county of Madison, state of Idaho, and elsewhere, including Fremont County, and as part of a continuing criminal transaction and common scheme or plan in Madison and Fremont counties, did willfully and knowingly combine, conspire, confederate, and agree to commit murder in the first degree of Tylee Ryan and to commit grand theft by deception. So this is the conspiracy charge, not the actual murder, but the conspiracy. And then they go on to talk about overt acts on or about October 26th and June 9th. October 26th is the day Chad and Lori met. June 9th is the day the bodies were found. Chad and Lori did endorse and espouse religious beliefs for the purpose of encouraging or justifying the homicide of Tylee Ryan. On or about August 16th, 2019, Lori Vallow did change the deposit of Tylee Ryan's Social Security benefit from Tylee's JP Morgan Chase to deposit into Lori's BBVA account. On or about September 1st, Lori Vallow did move from Chandler to Rexburg with Alex, Tylee, and JJ. On or about September 8th, Chad Daybell Googled SSW wind and visited a website entitled What's the Definition of Wind Direction? On or about September 9th, Alex Cox went to Pioneer Road, the apartment. On or between September 9th and February 1st, Lori Vallow failed or refused to contact the Social Security Administration as required by law to inform the Social Security Administration of Tylee Ryan's death. On or about September 25th and January 22nd, Lori Vallow did wrongfully continue to collect 5 monthly Social Security survivor benefits on behalf of Tylee. Did the state prove all of those elements? That's the question. If the jury can go through each and every one of those elements and say yes, then they can convict her on that charge. They can convict on some charges and not others. There can be a hung jury on some charges and not others. Then we get into count 2, the actual murder. Chad and Lori on or between the 8th and 9th of September as part of a common scheme. I'm skipping through. Did aid and abet in its commission or not being present, advised, or encouraged in its commission or by command compelled another to commit the crime and did so with malice aforethought and did so willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation, which resulted in the death of a human being. To wit, did either kill Tylee Ryan or assist in the killing of Tylee Ryan, and or did encourage the killing of Tylee Ryan, and or did command another to kill Tylee Ryan in violation of Idaho Code Section 18-4001. Punishment on this, life in prison. Up to life in prison. So, count 3, the conspiracy for JJ. And they talk about it's very similar language to
it'll be
count
gone
1
before you realize
Tylee.
it.
They use religious beliefs. Lori moved to Arizona, moved to Rexburg from Chandler. Alex took possession of him on the 23rd. She provided a false ID. She didn't contact Social Security. She collected money after the fact. Then we have count 4 of the actual first-degree murder. So it goes conspiracy, murder, conspiracy, murder, Tylee the first 2, JJ the second 2.
Same language for the first-degree murder. Again, life in prison, maximum punishment, other than the death penalty, which is off the table. Count 5, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. This is for Tammy Daybell. She is not charged with Tammy's murder, just the conspiracy. She willfully, knowingly combined, conspired, confederated, and agreed to commit first-degree murder in the first degree of Tammy Daybell, did conspire to commit murder, and one or more of such persons did an act to affect the object of the combination or the conspiracy. Overt acts on or about the same thing, the religious beliefs. They moved to Rexburg. Chad Daybell obtained a burner phone on September 18th. Alex Cox got a burner phone on October 9th. Oh, point number 3, text messages between Chad and Lori regarding death percentages of Tammy and JJ. Viola, the evil spirit, and point number 6. Number 7, the life map insurance was increased to the maximum. So again, we've heard all of these things in trial, but did the prosecution prove it? That's what the jury's got to decide. Alex went to the gun range. He did multiple internet searches about the Grendel drop and the Dodge Dakota. He went to Sportsman's Warehouse. He was parked in the church.
Not her. She's not going to do all that.
Of that day. Now, on count, I said first degree murder wasn't in there. It is because this is a shared indictment for Chad and Lori. So Lori, you'll notice the defendant, Chad Guy Daybell, Lori's not on this count of first degree murder, but Chad is. So when he's up, he'll face that. But Lori is on the grand theft count number 567. Lori did deceit and intent to deprive another of property, wrongfully take, obtained or withheld, aid and abetted the property of another, to wit. She took the Social Security survivor benefits allocated for Tylee and JJ, over $1,000.
Oh, wait a
not
minute.
Entitled to that.
Hold on.
8 was this is for Chad. Count 9.
Okay, I'm not really worried about all this stuff, but I got a question. Which one of you two were asking me about the author of a children's book that was being charged with a murder? I want to say it was OG. Yes, you can. You better wait. You say that now. Yeah, I got my niece's recital next weekend. And I bet you I know which one is which. Yeah. But when they say they don't want them is when they usually end up with them. Well, I bet. I mean, kids do that. And he's your only one, so I mean, you didn't have the pleasure of having a boy and a girl or two boys, or you got one. I mean, and I have one. I only have one girl, but I've always had my nephew. Like, I have been on and off taking care of that kid since he was 2, maybe 3. And then I still have all my nieces and my nephews other ones that I cling to, and my goddaughter. But I like them better like that, because then I can love on them and give them back. I don't have to keep them. Kids get expensive after a while. I'm glad mine's 23 and I don't have to really supply anything unless it's absolutely necessary for her. But normally she doesn't even ask me. She's just like, eh. She'll ask my husband, though. Like, she'll call him and be like, hey, Dad, can I get some money? Of course he's going to grill her and be like, what do you need it for? And why don't you have it? Where's the money you've been working for? So he'll grill her. Yeah, I'm good. One is good. Yeah, it's all good. But I don't blame you on some aspects with the yeah, that one. Oh, I bet. I bet you're full of all kinds of reasoning. I don't doubt you one bit, love. I'm always here and always available. You just don't know what I've done just for some of my girls. Like Maisie, and Maisie couldn't sleep one night, so I stayed on the phone with her all. No, we stayed in a live, not live, but a Discord live all night long until she actually fell asleep. Um, I've stayed on Messenger with her all night long, and we watched movies through share screen on YouTube till she fell asleep. Didn't I help? I did it with OG too, I believe. There was a couple of people. Yeah, right. No, it's because my ass was in and out of the house all day in the damn grass. God knows I don't need that being spread around, sugar. Now, if you would have said that and I was in my 20s still, I could have probably not denied it. But I'm not in my 20s no more, so I don't get to have fun like that. Oh, Lord have mercy, dog. You gotta lay right in the damn way. Yeah, her family isn't very family orientated. Well, they weren't when she needed them. But as soon as, he passed away, they thought they were going to be the perfect family then. Oh, gee, I got to show you something. I was right. Look, all I got to do that on the top is this part right here now. And figure out how to split up the E. I was working on it earlier when I was talking to Sugar. All right, love your face. Oh, gee, are you ready to go to bed, or do you want to talk for a little bit longer, sweetheart? If you want, we can go on Messenger and we can watch a movie or something until you fall asleep. Because I know Jake ain't going to sleep anytime soon. That's what I was saying. If you were ready to go to bed, then I'll go ahead and end this and you can go ahead and go to bed. Or if you wanted to go on Messenger, we could watch a movie or something. All right. That sounds good because I think I need to do that too. But I love you, sweetheart. Oh, Amy. Oh, my God. Hi, love. I miss you. We've got a lot to talk about, young lady. When are you off next, sweetheart? So maybe we can find a little bit of time while you're off. We can talk. Oh, look, Amy, look what I did. Watch the screen. Oh, well, it'd be nice if my damn thing was there so I can type. Did you see it? Did you see it? Ain't that cool? Ain't it? I thought it was so cool. I can even drop links. Watch. Like somebody's channel. Ain't it so cool? It makes it a lot easier on the subs, too. I'm so glad you caught me live. I am. I do. I love Nightbot. I've got pretty close to 50 commands now. I can even make it make a command for your name, Amy. I did it for Pickles the other day. Ain't that cool? I love it. I'm like absolutely in love with Nightbot. And I do have like important numbers. The SA hotline, the suicide hotline. I got the AA hotline. I got all kinds of hotlines now. But I got that one, which is Cash App. Then I got this one. which is PayPal. I got this up. I do have the pizza thing, but I think I'm going to discontinue it because I've talked to a lot of people and they're saying they are having a lot of issues with that one. So I think I'm going to take that off the commands and we are no longer going to mess with it. Because if there is an issue with it, I don't want anybody to try to use it and then something happen with theirs. So what do you guys think about that? Are we okay with that? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. I already got that. Eva, are you okay? You okay? I got that too. What the hell? Goodness gracious. Ow. Alright. All right, yep, I'm getting off too. I love you guys, and I'm so glad you came in, Amy. Thank you, OG. I know you weren't feeling good, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Shug left already, and I deeply appreciate her coming in. I love your faces. You guys are awesome. And if you catch this on the replay, just leave me a comment, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And we will catch y'all on the flip side tomorrow morning, probably. Love you guys.